Have you ever noticed it takes a little more effort to stand up from your favorite chair these days? Or maybe halfway up the stairs you pause, not because you want to, but because your legs whisper they need a break. It happens quietly without warning. One day walking to the kitchen feels the same. The next it feels like work. But here's the truth most people never hear. This isn't about laziness or weakness. It's the way our bodies naturally change with time. Our muscles, especially the ones in our legs, begin to lose their strength long before we realize it. And when that strength fades, so does something far more precious, our sense of independence. The good news is, it doesn't have to stay that way. There are gentle, natural ways to rebuild your legs, restore your balance, and keep your freedom for years to come. No heavy workouts, no complicated routines, just small, nourishing choices that help your body heal itself. Today, we're going to explore 6 simple foods that do more than fill your plate. They protect your legs, support your muscles, and keep you standing strong through every season of life. Before we begin, tell me where you're watching from, your city or country. I read every comment, and it's a joy to see how our community stretches across the world. If you'd like more conversations like this, gentle, real, and filled with care, please subscribe to join us here at Life in Words. I'm Dr. Michael Carter, and together we'll uncover the quiet power of food science and small daily habits that help you stay strong, mobile, and at peace in your own body. Now let's begin with the first food, a humble root that brings warmth, healing, and strength back to tired legs: sweet potatoes. When I met Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired librarian from Vermont, she told me something that stayed with me. She said, "Dr. Carter, I used to dance every morning while making coffee. Now even standing by the counter feels heavy." Her eyes held that quiet mix of frustration and fear I've seen in so many older adults, the worry that once strength fades, freedom fades with it. I reminded her of something simple yet powerful. Your body is not giving up, it's asking for nourishment. And one of the most healing ways to answer that call comes from the earth itself, the sweet potato. You might not think of it as anything special, but this gentle orange-fleshed root holds some of the most effective nutrients for rebuilding strength. Let's look at why. When we move, even just standing up or walking to the mailbox, tiny muscle fibers tear and repair themselves. That repair process is what keeps our legs firm and steady. Yet as we age, those tiny repairs slow down. Our bodies need extra help to keep up. Sweet potatoes are rich in vitamin A and beta-carotene, which act like gentle healers inside the muscle tissue. They help those microscopic tears close faster, reducing soreness and stiffness. But there's another hidden challenge that weakens our legs' inflammation. It works quietly, breaking down muscle over time until each step feels heavier than it should. The antioxidants in sweet potatoes calm that fire. They protect the muscles, joints, and connective tissues that keep us balanced and moving with ease. Then there's potassium, the mineral that keeps your muscles contracting smoothly. Without enough potassium, your legs may cramp or tremble, especially at night. One medium sweet potato gives you more than enough to keep your muscles steady and your balance secure. And don't forget fiber. A healthy gut means better absorption of every nutrient your body needs to rebuild itself. Sweet potatoes gently care for your digestion, helping your body take in the protein, minerals, and vitamins that feed your strength. Eleanor began a small experiment. Each morning, instead of white toast, she baked half a sweet potato and added a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of cinnamon. In the evening, she replaced her usual pasta with roasted cubes of it, alongside vegetables and a bit of salmon. After 2 weeks, she smiled and said, "My legs still get tired, but I recover faster. I feel like they're mine again." That's the quiet magic of food. It doesn't work overnight, but day after day, it repairs, nourishes, and restores. And when you eat with intention, your body listens. So if your legs have been whispering for help, aching after short walks, or feeling stiff in the morning, try adding sweet potatoes to your meals. Roast them, mash them, blend them into soup, or toss them into salads. Simple, warm, and comforting, they give your body the signal to heal. Because caring for your legs isn't just about movement. It's about feeding the foundation that carries you through every moment that matters. Now that we've looked at how one humble root can restore strength and comfort, let's turn to another quiet hero, a grain so common that most people overlook it, yet it fuels your legs with lasting energy. Let's talk about oats. I once met Robert, a 74-year-old from Portland, who used to pride himself on being able to climb the hill behind his house every morning. He told me these days I get halfway up and my legs feel like they've turned to stone. He thought maybe it was just age catching up, but what his body was really asking for wasn't more effort. It was steadier fuel. You see, our legs are like engines. They don't just need strength, they need energy that burns clean and lasts, and few foods do that better than oats. Oats don't look like much, just small beige flakes in a bag, but inside them lies a quiet power most of us underestimate. When we eat highly processed foods like white bread or sugary cereals, our energy spikes and crashes. That's why you might feel strong in the morning and completely drained by noon. But oats work differently. Their low glycemic index releases energy, slowly giving your muscles a steady stream of fuel all day long. This steady energy means your legs can keep going, whether it's a walk around the block or a full afternoon in the garden. No sudden weakness, no wobbling halfway through, just quiet, sustained power. But that's not all. Oats are packed with plant-based protein, which your muscles need to repair and rebuild. Without enough protein, even light activities like climbing stairs or carrying groceries can start to feel heavy. A single bowl of oatmeal delivers the amino acids your body uses to protect and renew muscle tissue. Oats also carry something most people don't think about: iron. Iron is the mineral that helps carry oxygen through your blood. When you don't have enough, your muscles struggle to breathe. That's why your legs might feel weak or heavy for no clear reason. A serving of oats helps replenish that supply, keeping your circulation strong and your energy steady. Then there's magnesium, one of the quiet heroes of muscle health. If you've ever woken in the night with a painful calf cramp, that's often your body whispering, "I need more magnesium." It's the mineral that helps muscles relax and nerves fire smoothly. Oats are full of it, making them a natural way to prevent those nighttime spasms that steal your rest. When Robert began eating oats each morning, he kept it simple. Half a cup of rolled oats cooked slowly with warm milk, topped with a few berries and a spoon of honey. He didn't expect much. But after 2 weeks, he called and said, "It's strange the hill feels shorter." What changed wasn't just his legs, it was his energy rhythm. His body had found balance again. That's the thing about food: the simplest ingredients often carry the most profound healing. You don't need expensive supplements or endless workouts. What you need is consistency, steady fuel that honors your body's pace. Try mixing oats into your day. Stir them into yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, bake them into soft snacks. They're affordable, versatile, and gentle on your system. Each spoonful teaches your body endurance, the quiet kind that lasts for years. Because staying strong isn't about pushing harder. It's about feeding smarter. It's about choosing foods that keep your steps light and your spirit steady. So the next time you reach for breakfast, skip the rush and choose calm energy instead. A bowl of oats isn't just a meal, it's a reminder that strength grows slowly, one mindful choice at a time. Now, as we move forward, let's add a touch of color and vitality to that strength. Two foods, one creamy and green, the other bright and full of sweetness, that fight inflammation and keep your joints flexible. Let's explore the gentle power of avocados and berries. When I think of balance, both in body and in life, I think of Margaret, a 71-year-old art teacher from California. She once told me, "Dr. Carter, I used to paint for hours. Now my hands ache and my legs stiffen before I can finish a single piece." Her words carried that quiet frustration many older adults know too well: the feeling of wanting to move freely, but being held back by stiffness and pain. I smiled and said, "Margaret, sometimes the best medicine grows on trees, creamy green and gentle." She looked puzzled until I added avocados. You see, when we talk about strength, we often think only about protein or exercise. But one of the most overlooked causes of weakness is inflammation, that silent fire in your body that builds over time. It's what makes your knees ache on rainy days or your legs feel tight after sitting too long. Avocados help calm that fire. They're full of monounsaturated fats, the kind that protect your muscles and joints instead of inflaming them. These healthy fats keep your body moving smoothly, less grinding, less stiffness, more flow. They also carry vitamin E, a quiet defender that shields your muscles from everyday wear and tear. Think of it as daily maintenance for your legs and joints, the gentle repair work your body needs to stay supple and strong. And here's something many people don't realize. Avocados have more potassium than bananas. Potassium keeps your muscles contracting properly and prevents those sudden leg cramps that strike in the middle of the night. When your potassium levels are balanced, your muscles respond faster. Your balance improves and your confidence grows with every step. Margaret began adding half an avocado to her breakfast toast and blending the other half into her afternoon smoothie. In just a few weeks, she said, I don't feel that pulling in my legs anymore. My knees don't argue when I stand. That's the quiet shift. When food begins to heal, movement becomes freedom again. Now let's add some color to that green. Because right beside the avocado's calm power lies another ally, bright, sweet, and full of life berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, these tiny fruits hold more strength than they seem to. They're loaded with antioxidants, which fight something called oxidative stress, the process that quietly ages your muscles from the inside. Each day, free radicals chip away at your muscle fibers, making you feel weaker over time. But the pigments in berries, the deep blues and reds, fight back. They repair cells, reduce inflammation, and help your body stay young in its movement. Berries also bring something else we don't talk about enough: collagen support. Collagen is the protein that holds your muscles and joints together, keeping them flexible and strong. As we age, collagen production slows and stiffness creeps in. Vitamin C in berries helps rebuild it, meaning smoother joints, easier steps, and fewer aches. Here's the beauty of this pair: avocados and berries complement each other. The healthy fats in avocados help your body absorb the antioxidants from berries more effectively. Together, they form a quiet partnership, fighting inflammation, supporting your circulation, and brightening your mood. Margaret now starts her mornings with oatmeal topped with sliced avocado and a handful of berries. It sounds unusual, but she laughs and says, it's like eating sunshine. And that's what this stage of life can be: nourishment that brings energy, color, and calm. When we eat in harmony with our body's needs, we don't just move better, we live better. So the next time you feel stiffness creeping in, remember, a touch of green and a burst of red might be all your body's asking for. Because healing doesn't always come in pills, sometimes it comes in color. Now let's take that energy one step further. From the garden to the ocean, where a rich, natural source of strength waits for us. Next, we'll explore salmon, the food that keeps your muscles firm, your joints flexible, and your heart strong. When I met Thomas, a 78-year-old former carpenter from Michigan, he shook my hand firmly and said, Doc, I used to lift wood beams heavier than myself. Now I struggle to lift my own legs. He chuckled softly, but behind that smile, I could feel the fear, the quiet realization that strength once lost doesn't always come back easily. I told him something simple: Thomas, your muscles aren't gone. They're just waiting for the right fuel to rebuild. And one of the best fuels we have comes from the sea salmon. You might think of salmon as just another kind of fish, but inside those pink flakes lies a remarkable kind of healing. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, those healthy fats that soothe inflammation deep within your muscles and joints. When you move even gently, your muscles produce microscopic tears. Omega-3s help repair them faster and cleaner, reducing soreness and stiffness. But there's more. Omega-3s also improve circulation, helping oxygen and nutrients flow freely to your legs. Without good circulation, your muscles starve, they weaken, tire easily, and struggle to recover. That's why people who eat salmon regularly often feel lighter on their feet, steadier in their steps, and more at ease in movement. Salmon is also packed with high-quality protein, the essential building block your muscles need to stay strong. Each bite feeds your tissue, directly supporting both repair and growth. And here's something many forget. Salmon's vitamin B12 turns your food into fuel. Without enough of it, your body feels drained, your muscles slow down, and even small tasks feel exhausting. Thomas started with 2 servings of salmon a week, baked with lemon and olive oil. After a month, he said, Doc, my legs don't burn when I climb the porch steps anymore. It's like they've woken up. That's what healing feels like: quiet, steady, and deeply human. And there's one more secret: the omega-3s in salmon don't just strengthen your muscles. They also protect your nerves, the communication lines that tell your legs when and how to move. Healthy nerves mean quicker reactions, fewer missteps, and a lower risk of falling. But we don't need to stop at the ocean. There's another powerhouse that pairs perfectly with salmon, simple, affordable, and already sitting in your kitchen. Eggs. Eggs are among the most complete foods on the planet. Each one contains all 9 essential amino acids, the exact materials your body uses to build and maintain muscle. As we age, muscle loss or sarcopenia becomes a quiet threat. Eggs help slow that process down, sometimes even reversing it. They also contain vitamin D, which strengthens not just your bones but your muscles too. Low vitamin D levels are linked to poor balance and a higher risk of falls. When you include eggs regularly scrambled, boiled, or poached, you're giving your body that extra stability it's quietly craving. And here's something most people don't know. Eggs are rich in choline, a nutrient that connects your brain and muscles. Every step you take, every time you shift your weight, depends on that communication. Without enough choline, those signals slow down, leading to that wobbly, uncertain feeling that so many older adults experience. So when you think of strength, don't think only of muscles, think of the messages that power them. A healthy breakfast of eggs isn't just food, it's coordination, reaction, and safety in motion. Thomas now enjoys his builder's breakfast, as he calls it: a couple of boiled eggs, a slice of avocado, and a handful of berries. He told me I may not lift beams anymore, but I'm strong enough to lift my granddaughter, and that's all I need. That's the heart of it, isn't it? Strength isn't about youth or power, it's about keeping the freedom to do what matters most. So as we bring these lessons together from the earth, the grain, the garden, and the sea, remember this: every small, nourishing choice adds up. Each meal is a quiet promise to yourself that you will keep moving, keep standing tall, and keep living fully. Now let's tie it all together, because beyond vitamins and nutrients lies something even more powerful: the understanding that caring for your legs is an act of dignity and love. Let's bring it home in our final reflection. Your legs have carried you through every chapter of your life, every sunrise walk, every dance, every step toward the people you love. They've held your weight in moments of joy and steadied you through seasons of loss. But somewhere along the way, many of us forget to care for them as faithfully as they've cared for us. We think weakness is a sign of age, when in truth it's a signal, a quiet reminder from the body that says, I still want to move. I just need your help. The good news is help doesn't have to come from something complicated or distant. It lives right here on your plate, in your kitchen, in the small choices you make each day. Sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, berries, salmon, eggs. 6 simple foods, humble, nourishing, and alive with purpose. Each one plays a part in keeping your body strong, your balance steady, and your confidence intact. Together, they form a kind of rhythm: fuel, repair, recovery, and grace. When you feed your muscles with care, you do more than prevent weakness. You protect your independence, your ability to keep doing the things that make life feel like yours. Because true strength isn't about lifting weights, it's about lifting your spirit. It's about waking up and knowing you can still walk to the porch, hold your grandchild, or dance in your kitchen just because the song feels right. Growing older is inevitable, but losing your strength, that's a choice. And every meal is an opportunity to choose differently. Start with one small change. Add color to your plate. Trade one processed snack for something alive. Roast those sweet potatoes. Stir those oats. Crack that egg. Each gentle act tells your body, I'm still with you. Because your body listens. It remembers every kind gesture you give it, and in return it gives you what matters most: movement, freedom, and the quiet dignity of independence. So as we close today, I want you to take a deep breath and thank your legs, truly thank them for carrying you this far. And then make them a promise to keep nourishing them with kindness, strength, and care. If this message spoke to you, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Tell me which of these foods you already love and which one you'll try this week. And if you'd like more gentle, honest conversations like this, subscribe to Life in Words, where we explore how to live not just longer but better, with dignity, with connection, and with peace. I'm Dr. Michael Carter, and I'll see you in the next story, where every word, every step, and every meal is an act of healing.